Here we are at the Healthy Healing Corner with Dr. Barbara and myself, Dr. Janet. Well, we're going to continue talking about these problems that we have in our GI tract. And one really bad problem that people don't really understand is called the leaky gut.
Yes, Janet. The leaky gut is not solved by your typical colon cleanse. So we need to make sure that our bowels move, but we got to focus on our diet. We have to eliminate gluten and allergy-causing foods. We talked earlier about some remedies for gut health, which was the bone broth or the glutamine and the glycine. Also correcting dysbiosis, which is the microbe unbalance in the colon area. That's very important. If we don't have the microbe balance, it causes a whole lot of things like inflammation, candida overgrowth, just a lot of things. And this is where all this leads to leaky gut. So we have many supplements that can help with this, but again, it's very important to change the diet. This is something that if you are experiencing leaky gut, then you would want to come in and sit down for an assessment so that we can put you on the right diet, the right things that you need to do to help to heal it, because medications only mask a symptom, it does not heal. So if we're not changing the diet and we're not doing things to change our lifestyle, then we're not going to do it. We're not going to get healed. We're not going to get any better.
I had a doctor tell me one time, we treat the symptoms, not the cause. And I was trying to give him some ideas on why I had a new baby and that new baby was colicky. And he said, "Ma'am, we treat the symptoms, not the cause." Mm-hmm. He couldn't give me any information on it. So that just told me something right there. We're into the cause and helping people prevent these things from happening to them. And we're really, really concerned about everyone's body. And we want you to make responsible choices or take responsible action. And we want you to be knowledgeable. And that's what we have. We have the knowledge on treating causes of symptoms before they become symptoms.
Absolutely. And another GI tract problem would be irritable bowel syndrome. And that is characterized by the GI tract upset. But in this one is no inflammation present. It's disruption of the intestinal function. Symptoms vary widely from constipation or diarrhea to indigestion and bloating. Now, there could be some inflammation involved as well, because certain foods do cause inflammation. So, irritable bowel syndrome is kind of tricky because you can either be constipated or you can have the loose bowels. It can be painful, and it could be a precursor to even like Crohn's. But these kind of issues in the GI tract are a foundation for cancer if we don't take care of it. If we continue on the same path and continue and not healing the gut and not healing, then it can lead to cancer. And we all know that we all have cancer cells in our body. But what happens is our immune system has to be strong enough to kill those cancer cells. And if the immune system is compromised in any way, which is in the GI tract, in your gut is where your immune system is. If that's compromised, then you're putting yourself at risk for issues like that.
It's a real problem, and people don't realize that they're doing it to themselves. And we want to show you and help you understand how to take care of your bodies better. We're continuing this series of GI tract problems because we know that you're not aware of what you're doing.
And another one is similar to irritable bowel, IBS. It would be celiac disease. And there's things that you would do, especially changing the diet, but helping to build up the walls of that colon and build up the membranes. And there's many things that we can do for that as well.
We had talked about fasting in our previous series, and if anyone wanted to tune back and hear about our fasting suggestions, that will help to give you a stronger system And you won't have celiac disease. You can, prevent a lot of these things: irritable bowel syndrome, celiac disease, and now Crohn's, too.
Yes. So Crohn's is an inflammatory bowel disease that typically affects the end of the small intestine or the ileum, and it also can affect any part of the digestive tract. So it's also thought to be an autoimmune disorder. We're going to talk about autoimmune issues in a later series, but Crohn's disease affects the entire wall of the bowel. So the symptoms include abdominal pain, diarrhea, rectal bleeding, weight loss, fever. I've had clients that were just balled up in the bed, couldn't come out for days, and I give them some, I get to the root of how they got there. And I also want to say this, our issues are tied to our tissues. So we also get down to the real root cause of issues, emotions, all these kind of things that we hold in. Feelings buried alive, they never die. They come out through our tissues. And so that's a big part of what we do. So it's just hard to say, oh, you could take A, B, C and heal yourself, because that's not how it works. We're not treating a symptom, we're treating the cause, the very roots of what is happening.
I encourage you all really to come and see us, and if you're really interested in taking care of your body, even for the future, if you don't have any disease right now, it's good to know exactly how to feed your body properly, how to drink a lot of water. We encourage that, and we are available at the Healthy Healing Corner. You can reach us at 240-695-6677, or look us up on the internet at HWWV-team. That's the Health, Wealth, and Wellness V Team, HWWV-team.com, or even email suggestions or questions to HWWVteam@gmail.com. Again, you can call us 240-695-6677. Thank you for listening.